Welcome back everybody to Valkyria Chronicles. We're mid-mission right now. Cleaning up all the guys, getting behind them. Ultimately, we're looking to hopefully wipe these trooper elites out and get all of our guys up roughly to where the star checkmark, you know, the goal is, which is the center of this map where the yellow flag is. Right now I do have to rescue one of my troopers, which we're going to do here in a second, as well as take the right hand side base. And then once we do that, we'll probably move Largo up by dumping him back into reserve and then resummoning him. I probably said in excuse me, I probably said in earlier videos, scouts in this game are, like, because of their movement, are pretty broken. Alicia being the most broken of broken because of the abilities that she gets later on. I know there are certain characters that get really good character stats, or whatever you want to call them, character quirks, that will make them more viable than others. I have to take a better look at my team once we get a little bit farther in the game and I've unlocked most of their abilities. I say that because there's a lot of perks to unlock, and certain characters have really bad negative perks. And I'm not 100% sure if there are some randomization amongst what they get. Like, for instance, say Rosie's always going to have that, whatever that is, ability that makes her, allows her to charge into enemy fire. Oh, where she goes, ain't stopping me.
Enemy sighted.
Alright.
Think you can stop me?
Or, for instance, Alicia getting resist cover fire. I don't know if she gets that every time. Imagine she does. Or if certain characteristics are random. Because I could have sworn my sniper gets the sadistic trait, but I haven't run into that yet. Then again, I should probably check their stuff. It's been a while since I've checked my characters to see what characteristics they have. So even though I'm not able to get up to that upper left-hand base, which is their main base, they are starting to summon in reinforcements, which is going to make it more difficult for me to take that final base. But I don't think we'll have too much trouble once we get to that point. My biggest concern is incoming enemy rock. Okay, yeah. Let's get our scouts moving here. You can see I'm running 4 scouts and 3 shock troopers with no real reason to run any engineers at this point. Most of the mines are easily avoidable, to the point that I'm not really too concerned about this. I'm kind of hoping some of this hits, but I'm probably too far out for it to make much difference. So we'll skip that. What am I going to do? 30 damage at most, and there's a better chance that's not going to happen at all.
New target sighted.
Bye-bye. Can't believe he didn't spot me.
Just try dodging me.
Undodgeable shot's another one that Rosie always gets early on anyways. So I'm guessing that's probably another characteristic trait that she always gets. But I know there's certain characters that just get trash. But I don't know if they mix up, you know, some trash traits with some really good ones, like, you know, double damage with, say, Coward, where sometimes they don't attack, but when they do, they have a good chance of proccing double damage. Would be sort of like a trade-off. Where if you get real lucky, you get a lot of double damages and very few. That's unfortunate. Get a lot of double damages and not that many Yep, here comes danger close. I would not suggest throwing a grenade this close to yourself.
Target silent.
Yes, Ayaka, you need to get into the safe area because I don't need you to die again. I just brought you back to life. There it is. Drop that right on top of your head. Even though it's not enough to kill you, enough to knock you out of your position, which will make it easier for me to shoot you on the next turn.
No problem, boss.
So we're gonna send, because she's got a lot of movement, we are gonna send Ayaka up to here so she can shoot down on this guy. Even though this probably will not kill him. Okay, I lied. I didn't think both those bullets would hit his head. I figured we'd be able to do at least enough damage that we could finish him off with Alicia. Or bring Cherry in.
We've never faced numbers like this before.
So I could take... As you can tell, I could take the base there, but by doing so, it'll move on to the second half of this mission where our tanks come in, Valkyria comes in, and it makes it very difficult. You basically want to take the base with as many turns as you possibly can have, because if you don't, combination of the tank that's up by the main base and Valkyria's, what's it called, is gonna put an end to you. Her superpowers just will make your life living hell. I don't really want to use Alicia again here. Let's bring Rosie up and around if I can. I will waste 2 turns if possible. Of course, I can't throw a grenade up here, can I? Nope. That would be too easy. Nope, too easy. Nope. Alright. Deal with it. I could throw the grenade up there, but I want to make sure that it does, in fact, hit him. Ain't no stopping me.
Here I come. Do this.
Yeah, you're pretty dead anyways. 20 shots to the chest, plus Alicia would definitely be the end of that.
Tough crowd today.
Forgot about him.
Everyone's
I got a shock trooper behind me that needs to be murderized.
Moving out.
Bye bye.
Now.
Yeah, Alicia, your job's gonna be pretty simple. Alright, you reached him, good. I was gonna say, even if you don't reach him, you'll get to, well, I guess I have what's-his-face as well that I could bring up. So I should be able to get to, the other guy here in a moment. How many turns? That's it. Okay. So luckily, the guy that's down, he'll survive one more turn before he officially goes Betty bye forever, which should be enough for me to get through here. Boom. It's alright. We'll get rid of that. So should bring up the shock trooper, rescue the downed gentleman, and then Rosie, you can shoot this and then run away. Good job, that's gone.
Who are these guys? Charge! Charge!
Perfect, you're in the perfect position for you. Bring up the other shock trooper now.
Beat Empire!
We'll dump Largo here in a second, bring him up to the next area. Medic! Don't worry, here I come. So even if Hans doesn't make it, which he didn't, I don't think I'm gonna waste another turn on moving him up though.
Moving out.
Take them out, 1 unit at a time.
Probably should have taken that other base.
Back there. Get out here.
Oh well, we'll deal with that later if it becomes a problem. Alicia, you're gonna heal yourself. We're gonna take the base. And then we're gonna use whatever movement you have left to move left.
Sir, we've occupied the Midway camp.
Good job.
Good. That means they can't call in any more rocket salvos.
Vulcan has arrived. So is what's-his-face.
Ah, so here you are. How have you been since Varius?
Where have you been since Varius?
Oh no, the Valkyria's arrived.
Yeah.
I need to pay you back for that defeat.
Lieutenant, the Valkyria appears to be making her way to our base camp.
It's too dangerous to confront her directly. What are your orders?
All right. Continue your attack as before. If we take their base camp, she may fall back. It's a race to see which of us can capture the other one's flag first. You probably can't stop her, but sending a few tank rounds her way may slow her down. There are
I believe
dips
she
and
takes
dips
2
across the
turns
field.
every round. And if you shoot her, it'll eliminate one of her turns because she'll have to power up again. So it'll limit you to one turn instead of 2. Which helps to slow her down, obviously. But it also helps to
Penetrating enemy lines.
not take as much damage, I guess. So Edelweiss, you do have a job here. There is a tank up here that needs to be taken care of. We are going to use the Edelweiss to hopefully shoot it on a first turn so that we save command points for my other units. And then I'm going to put the tank into cover so that there's at least like a mound or something between me and Silvaria. Also, I'd like to use, if possible, a second turn to shoot her with my tank. Slow her down. So, like I said, we're moving Largo up. We are going to bring a sniper in now, because despite the fact that this is somewhat close combat, she actually is going to do a great job catching these guys unaware. And then we will use Rosie and or our scouts, including of course Alicia, to take out the remaining guys.
Combat.
So this will be our
Gotta love
first
nature.
turn here. We want to put this right on top of her if possible.
Now!
Luckily we had perfect accuracy on that, so that'll slow her down a bit. And then we want to use our second turn to take out the tank. So we're going to put ourselves behind this little mound of dirt so we don't take damage, which is great. Save ourselves some long-range damage from Silvaria. If she tries to fire at me, she can't because I'm not in her range anymore. But managed to do this. This would be great. Great. We've killed the heavy tank, so we don't have to worry about bringing Largo up front. And or summoning another guy to get in behind the tank. And yeah, this will save us actually a lot of time, believe it or not. So she has to use a turn to power up. So there's her power up turn, and then she'll go again. This is actually a cutscene. This is not my tank, but this is just basically showing you that she's got the ability to blow up tanks.
We need to proceed with extreme caution.
We don't gotta worry about that too much, I don't think. You see him eat right through Alicia's health right there? He goes again, Alicia's dead. But he saves his turns for some reason. Okay, bringing Largo in, bringing Sniper in, we'll bring Cherry up, we'll bring Ache up, and yeah, I wouldn't say this is gonna be,
Leave it to me.
I'm not sure if I'll necessarily do it on this turn, but we should be able to at least get close enough to the base that it's within striking distance after another turn. Your job is pretty simple. You're gonna shoot. Of course, you're gonna stay alive. Look at this. That's what I love about the boomstick. Is as long as you can put it on their body, it's like a headshot.
Like, duh.
It is inaccurate, but that's kind of okay. Plus, it's got good anti-tank damage as well, which is really surprising for a scout weapon. So I'm a little making sure that hopefully Cherry doesn't turn the corner and get blown up. You can see there's mines down here. So we're not gonna worry too much about that right now. Marina, yep, you're gonna... We'll move you up once I have a better vision of what's up here. Even though I'm pretty sure I know what's up here already. Come on. So this is basically what I want to do is, even though you don't normally use a Rosie for scouting, to be able to get just far enough up to maybe throw a grenade. That'd be sweet. Get that grenade out there, that's perfect. As long as it goes around the tent here. Doesn't do a lot of damage to the trooper, that's okay. We're gonna just basically put him in a position where I can fire at him. Obviously Rosie's in range of Silvaria, despite the fact that she's halfway across the map. Alicia, yep, you gotta move up. Ideally, hopefully you don't get shot at all. We're gonna go after the guys that are sort of long range first.
Don't even think of dodging.
Undodgeable shot's amazing. Perfect. The rest of these, you can see two of those guys right now are not facing me. There's actually another guy, not counting that one right there, that was about to fire at Alicia. That is, you see there's one that's facing towards Cherry. So with the sniper, I should be able, if I can get her up far enough, I should be able to take out 2 to 3 enemies. Ideally. And if I have to use an extra turn with her, ideally we want to, yeah, I'm not going to be able to go through the fencing here. That's okay, I can't hit him anyways. But we should be able to, yeah, I'm a little short there. Should be able to use 2 or 3 turns with her to hopefully take out these guys, the ones that aren't facing me, because they won't be able to see it's coming.
Nothing personal.
1.
Sweet dreams.
Probably should have moved her up a little more. I was just a little worried about the shock trooper there is all. Gonna use the second shot here. Take out this guy.
Nothing personal.
That's 2. I only have 1 more bullet with Marina. Okay. I only have 2 more guys to deal with, so peek Rosie around, blow them up. Plan, anyways. Perfect.
Just try dodging me.
Try dodging me, bitch.
Here I come.
Ain't gonna happen. So, I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't actually need to kill the last guy. We are going to kill the last guy, though. Actually, we're not. We're just gonna occupy. Fuck it. And that's the mission. So I only gave Silvaria 1 turn to attack, and because I knocked out her ability to do, use her second turn, it basically prevented me from taking additional damage.
Fools let them through.
Fine.
Fine.
It is a mere delay.
We've made a good start of this battle.
The Grace will be pleased. You know who Silvaria's voice reminds me of? I doubt it's the same voice
Valkyria
actor.
appears to be retreating.
Yeah, we don't want to really mess with her. Too much damage she can do.
We're saved.
Reminds me of
Lieutenant,
Kerrigan from the
sending that monster back with a salvation for us.
StarCraft universe.
That said, our side has suffered heavy losses. They are the clear victors of this first round.
Yeah. You have to imagine, you know, from earlier with the captain or the general, whatever his name was. If you have 1,000,000 guys and you lose half of them in a battle, you have a 500,000 guys left. So now you have a 500,000 guys left to fight with, and if you don't deal a 500,000 damage, 500,000 enemies worth of damage to them, you lose. You lose the long war. Yeah, I got an A. We also see this gun from there, and we get a little bit of accommodation. Cutscene.
What is she? Some kind of monster?
Sure is.
That's a Valkyria's real power.
Magic. Magic powers. Uh-oh. Again with the scouts. Where are the scouts in
We're
this?
able to occupy
Keeping
their
an
main
eye out
camp.
for
We
fucking
took massive
snipers and
losses.
shit.
Alicia, we can't hold it. We're undermanned. We have to call for additional troops.
Right. I'll go gather the rest of the squad.
Up, she got shot.
Alicia!
Alicia!
If I was Rosie, I'd be very worried at this point because 2 of my 3 female main characters have been shot.
We don't have time to go search. We've got to get Alicia out of here.
Come on, boss. Gotta move. Bring Alicia.
Alicia!
Chapter 14.
Lost within
Lost
victory.
Within victory.
Alright, we're gonna do that here in just a moment. We got to, what are we gonna do? I think we're gonna, here's what we'll do. We'll go back to our base, headquarters, and we'll go from there. Because we've got some R&D to do. Castle Front Street.
Oh, and
Both armies, a Gallian army engages the Empire at Nargir on the 20th in the start of what promises to be an all-out confrontation. Opposing armies combine to several tens of thousands as both nations' principal forces clash. Details of the battlefield are still sparse. Investigation shows that the offensive launched against the Empire's right flank was completely wiped out by an army units led by Imperial General Silvaria Blessed, said to be descended from ancient Valkyr, has single-handedly defeated every squad Gallia sent her way. As hostilities in Nagier began, Gallian army has yet to officially comment on the situation. Gallian government officials announced on the 17th national qualifying examination for all trades that will be cancelled. The ongoing conflict made safe and fair testing an impossibility. Authorities related to the press conference cancellation tests correspond to qualified 6 trades, with the baker trade being the oldest. Gallian law has long required every baker to train under a Meister until he or she passes the national exams, become a Meister, operate their own bakery in turn. For the sake of Gallian's future bakers, as seems oddly specific. New material. A war without weapon. A peace on Rosie. Ah, thanks a million! No problem, I keep giving you money and you keep making missions for me. Alright, let's go back to book mode. We're gonna save, because I don't want to forget to do that. Alright, with our guys a little more powered up, we are actually gonna go backwards here. Alright, we're gonna do Rosie, a war without weapons. Let's do this mission. I know you guys are all thirsty to see what happens to Alicia, but we're gonna have to put that on hold for just a minute. I'm hoping these episodes come out in before October, because once I hit October, I'm gonna switch over to doing Halloween episodes, which means that this might be the last episode until like November, which would be kind of shitty. So hopefully we can at least do the next chapter of the main mission before we get into October. I'll have to figure that out in the off time.
I hear the Empire's begun another wave of hunts.
They're doing Darskins hunts.
Oh.
Someone has had a great change of heart.
Darkson hunting?
Well, I guess that's one way to get back the labor force they lost at Fouzen.
Ozen.
The report I read mentioned an enemy unit hunting Darksons.
Nothing better than slave labor, right? Particularly when you're talking about a inferior race of people.
Sleep and relax a while. You're dismissed.
Captain Virat, would you let us do it?
Someone's definitely had a change of heart.
What?
Please?
Rosie.
I'll second that, if we may, Captain.
I wonder if her character traits changed as well.
I'll place Squad 7 in charge of this
Because
operation.
earlier in the game, one of her Rosie's character traits was Darskin Hater.
Secure the village
And I
its
have to
people's
wonder
safety
now if that
and stop
ability
those
has not been removed and changed,
Captain.
or if it's
We'll leave as soon as we
still
can.
there. Fascinating. We're also going to learn in this episode at some point why Rosie
your mission
hates
brief.
Darskins, or did. Got a fix on location of Imperial Squad responsible for Darskin hunts. Squad will take up position along the path. Once you see them pounce, wipe out their entire squad. Your objective is to neutralize every last Imperial soldier. Don't let any of them get away. One survives, it's only a matter of time before they find others and come back. Even one survival means mission failure this time. You of all people should know these people must be stopped. Any Imperial unit escaped, welcome to thighs. Enemies defeated.